in the store.
I know.
Next door.
Where did you get them?
Well, we have somebody on staff. And what's fun about the space is this. You know, this is old redwood, hard redwood. And when the building burned down, they just sanded it down. You can still see some of the scorch marks. They just sanded it down because it charred, but it didn't burn. So this is fun. There's just one piece right here. So it starts here. It's just one long piece. All the way down to here.
Wow. Yeah, you don't see wood like that.
But I started the store in '95, and I just wanted to recreate a Berkley bookstore, a quintessential Berkley bookstore, only in the North Bay. And so we started in '95, and there you go.
Awesome.
So, and the whole thing was the brainchild of Dan Jaffe. I'll show you a picture of him. He died of a heart attack in 2002, but we've been continuing his work, and ever since. So we have about 60,000 books down here, and just try to do something really special, and try to get the best books that we can. And
I also heard you have some sort of trade deal. You do some sort of thing where people can come in and.
Oh yeah, no, we pay 20%. In cash or 30% in trade. Or if you have collectible stuff, we'll start at a third and go up to half of value, whatever the current market value is. So.
Yes.
We have lots of little
walk in here. I didn't even want to walk in the list.
We have lots of little knickknacks. You can see these little creatures up here.
Yeah.
That one there, and then there's over here. There's cool.
Right.
And then the raven next to that.
Raven, yeah.
Her husband was a mason, and they were having their meeting, and their house was undergoing renovation, and so she was sleeping in the room next door, and she heard some very strange sounds. So she took her sewing scissors and pried one of the bricks loose from the wall and peered in at their initiation. And she doesn't say what she saw, but it scared the hell out of her, and she realized she had to get out of that room. So she replaced the brick, and she had to go pass through the back of the room where the initiation was taking place. She made it to the door, opened the door, and of course they had a sergeant-at-arms standing there with a ceremonial sword outside the door. And so she saw that and screamed, and of course the guard turns around and sees her, and the mason said, well, you know, you don't allow anybody who's not initiated to witness this initiation, so we may have to kill you. Of course, her husband's like, no, you're not going to kill my wife. And she came up with a solution and said, well, if only initiated people can see the initiation, then initiate me. And so they ended up initiating her. She was a loyal Mason. She never revealed any of their secrets. She wore the regalia and wrote her book. So that's the story of that.
You've got to have those
rednecks. You know, this is Northern California after all. We like our guns.
Yeah. That was one of the things I tried to explain when I went up there. I said that was the coalition that helped the rednecks and the hippies meld into a solid voting bloc, and it's that coalition that's going to keep it free.
And where else would you be without a good mushroom section?
Yeah,
it all fits.
Tracking up, but
it fits somehow.
So then you go down here. You have also political science, which is right across from military. Those go hand in hand. Another section that I recreated was prison writings.
Wow, prison writings.
And this is everything written about prisons, but also writings of the prisoners. And then that's next to media and censorship and the legal section, and a labor section. And then we have our, conspiracy sections, the codes and cipher sections, police sciences.
Just general conspiracy section?
Right.
Not CIA conspiracy sections and the colonel.
I'm sure I've got something for you. Just keep looking. And then a POW section, because there's a lot of books on POWs, but I go into stores and I never really see all of them together. It's important. And submarines. So all those sections that you really want to find in a unique used bookstore, I try to have those here.
Excellent. Well, that's a good little soundbite we just had.
Okay. Now here's our antiquarian case. And then you've got Voltaire and Dryden with a book plate from the Library of Charles Dickens. And Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. And there's a first American of Jules Verne dropped from the clouds. And then a Petaluma history section, which is a little low now. We just had our Butter and Eggs Day show in the antique fair, so we've had a lot of people come in and purchase items. We buy anything having to do with Petaluma. Yearbooks, histories, objects of art. Here's my favorite right there, the carbolic salve. A Genus reply remains in the tin, but as for its viability or usefulness, I make no claim, and excuse myself for any liability should you actually try to use whatever is in there.